name is Rader.
I'm Austin Trenz.
And I'm Gavin.
And this is the Fantasy Football Talk, Episode 1. How do you feel about T. Higgins coming back from his injury?
I just feel so optimistic for the Bengals. I just feel like he's going to help so much because Jamar Chase has been so unproductive with barely getting any touches because he's always double-teamed, and I feel like it's going to take so much pressure off him.
Yeah, I agree with Carter. I really think Jamar is going to have he's going to have a lot of pressure, like relieved, because there's going to be another weapon that defenses have to worry about, so maybe he will get some more production.
I agree with Gavin. I think it will help Jamar Chase's production a lot since a lot of pressure is taken off of him because they have to use a good corner on T. Higgins. So I think it will help the Bengals a lot and help Jamar Chase in fantasy too.
Yeah, I'm a little worried just because he's playing without that contract, so I hope he still keeps playing and just doesn't bail because he doesn't want to get hurt before he signs a big contract with another team. So Bengals should try to make something happen fast.
Yeah.
He's been out. Their backup running back Mason has really kind of filled into that role of the star running back and stuff.
Yeah.
And I do think when he comes back, it's going to be, he may not get as many touches because they're going to try and give it to Mason maybe some more because of what he's shown.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know.
I actually disagree with that a lot. I think Christian McCaffrey is the best running back in the league, and they're going to give him a ton of carries when he gets back.
I don't know. Maybe he's just a system running back. Jordan Mason's doing just fine. Maybe he's actually just kind of average.
I mean,
but no, Jordan Mason's playing great. I think he's a good addition. And any 49er wide receiver right now, I think it's going to be great.
It's the Madden curse. That's why he got hurt.
It's never too bad to have two really good running backs. So.
Yeah, can't hurt at all.
Mm-hmm. Even though we're only through week 2 in the NFL season so far, there are already a numerous amount of injuries. So we're going to go through all of them real quick here.
All right, let's just talk about Pacheco first. That's kind of wild. They already broke a leg. Mm-hmm. I think pulled a hamstring. How long do you think he's going to be out?
At least 6 weeks. Normally with a broken bone, you don't mess with that. So.
I don't know. I feel like it's going to be longer. Broken bone, he's got to need a long time to recover.
Yeah, it's tough to come back from a broken bone.
Then Evan Ingram, I kind of have him on my fantasy team. I think he'll be fine, though. He just pulled a hamstring in practice. I think it'll end up being fine.
Next, we should talk about Tua. Another concussion. That's crazy.
Dude, I think he needs to retire.
Yeah, he might be forced to retire.
Yeah, I heard a lot of rumors that he may retire.
But even if he doesn't, he's going to be out 10 to 12 weeks with a concussion. That's kind of nuts.
Mm-hmm. A.J. Brown, last game they played against Atlanta Falcons, and they just played the Steelers, and the Steelers didn't really even score a touchdown. And the Eagles, they really need him back. He's probably to come back in 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah,
Devontae Smith is good, but losing your wide receiver 1 like that, especially when your team is so good and they have such a good chance to go farther. And then Justin Jefferson, dude had a crazy 97-yard touchdown, but he's hurt. I don't know how long he's going to be out. It kind of seems serious, though. Mm-hmm. He'd get walked off.
Yeah, Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp are both hurt. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, it's crazy. The Rams receivers, get any of them off free agency.
They need to pick up some free agents.
You can get any Rams receiver because they don't have anyone at all.
Debo Samuel. I just feel bad for the 49ers because they have CMC and Debo Samuel out.
Yeah, their team is so good. I don't know how much they're going to struggle, but it's tough losing
they already
two
have
of your best players.
They already have a lot of weapons, but those two are two of the main key players in their offense. So.
Yeah, we'll need to see when Jordan Love comes back. But Malik Willis looked really good. Mm-hmm. But it'll be better, just easier to be moving the ball around, swinging around quicker. But I feel like they'll be fine.
Yeah.
We're going to hit it with a banger. We're starting off with the bad performances this week. First off, we got Tank Dell. You could say he tanked.
Boy, shut up. I don't know if we're really starting out with it. We already said something. This isn't the first segment. But, Tank Dell kind of sucked. I'm not going to lie. 3 fantasy points. Mm-hmm. It's just tough when your team is that stacked. You got many. 2 other receivers are both wide receiver 1s. He's going to get no targets. I wouldn't necessarily trade him away, but it's kind of going to be tough having him.
Another player is, Travis Kelce. He's got one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and I think he's had 50 receiving yards on the year so far.
Yeah, I don't think he's had that much, to be honest. It's just tough. He's got other really good receivers now. Mm-hmm. Xavier Worthy, he didn't play good, but he's a really good receiver. Rashee Rice is really good. Even Noah Gray will be taking away some targets, so that's kind of a tough person to have.
Next, Anthony Richardson. Three
Three
picks.
picks.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about him? How you feeling? He's
I
gonna
feel like the
recover?
first week he went really good. He went off, and then the second week he needs to work on his decision making.
Yeah, I do think he's going to recover though.
I think he'll have a decent week, and then I think he'll keep getting better. Because
Yeah.
he's still a young quarterback. He was hurt most of last year.
I think he's going to end doing really good.
Yeah.
I'm not really too worried about him.
Yeah, I'm not really too worried either. He got injured early in the season last year and he missed a lot of time, so I think he'll come back.
Yeah, Mike Evans, I have him on my fantasy team, and I have Anthony Richardson. But Mike Evans, I'm not too worried. He just had a low performance game. Didn't get that many catches. He did fine, 7 points. And then Michael Pittman, that was bad. Now they're just going with Anthony Richardson. Kind of hard when your quarterback those 3 picks to do too much. 7 points, or maybe 5 points. Not pretty. I think he can recover though. He's getting targets. He's just not getting very many yards. Sam Laporta, yeah, he's good. He's probably the best tight end, but he's got so many other targets. 2 incredible running backs, really good receivers. It's just gonna be tough to get targets when you're on a team that good.
Yeah.
And then Stephon Diggs, what do you guys think about him? He did pretty bad, but what do you guys think?
I think he shouldn't have wanted to get traded. I think he should have stayed with the Bills.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Josh Allen could throw deep balls really well.
Yeah.
That's what he's best at.
Stephon Diggs,
Go ahead.
I think he'll recover, but it's gonna be tough having same thing with Tank Dell. It's gonna be tough having that many other good people on your team. So we got all the players performed pretty poorly out of the way. Now we're gonna move on to the good players.
First off, we have Marvin Harrison. As a rookie, getting 29 points in the first quarter is pretty crazy, but he didn't score any. He didn't have any catches or any yards for the rest of the game. So I think he was getting shut down pretty well.
Yeah, I mean he's a dog, so I'm not too worried about him. But Kyler Murray's not a great quarterback, so I don't really know what's gonna happen.
Also, I mean that Saints game that was pretty crazy, and Alvin Kamara was obviously the X factor in that game. What do you guys think about him?
Yeah, Alvin Kamara, he did crazy. How many touchdowns did he have? 4?
3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah, he's a really good. He got drafted really low this year, just from all the trouble he's been having. But he's a really good running back. James Conner, I got him on my team. He did good. He's really good. So explosive, especially on that Cardinals team.
Yeah, the Cardinals, I mean, they have a lot of underrated weapons for sure.
Yeah, they got a lot of talent.
We can cut this out.
Yeah, Austin, but you gotta say
Austin,
something.
you guys said
I
something.
can't even see. I thought it was not locked in. Is it? Who am I supposed to do now?
Just
Say
do something. It's Brock Bowers.
Malik Neighbors, Brock Powers,
What did he do?
Metcalf.
I don't know.
Brock Bowers, you just did really good.
Can I do
Hey,
AJ?
don't leave out Bowers. Sure, do
Can I-
AJ.
I think that I think
Oh my god.
I think that Devon A-Chain did really good this week. I unfortunately traded him away for Deebo
Loser.
Samuel,
Don't.
which I should not have done
When did you do that?
before the season started.
Yeah, you're stupid.
But I think that he'll be one of the best running backs in the league for the rest of the year.
Yeah, same thing with Jameis Cook. They played the same game. Both of them went crazy. That's kind of nuts. Just the running game. And then Malik Neighbors, I don't really know about him because Daniel Jones is a garbage quarterback. He's so atrocious at football. But Malik Neighbors, he's really good.
And I mean, I also wanted to talk about Cam Taylor-Britt and that interception he made. That was pretty
nuts.
crazy.
I mean, didn't really do much, but I think the Bengals defense got 2 picks and that one-handed catch. That might be the play of the year, at least for the Bengals for sure.
Yeah.
So, who you guys thinking of trading for and away? I'll start. I think that James Conner is great. Overall, he's just a dog. And I think he's going to be a very important part of the offense. And vice versa, I think you might want to trade away Ramondre Stevenson. He's had 2 good weeks, but he kind of sucks, not going to lie. He just doesn't perform very well. He just gets a lot of yards, but it takes him so many carries.
I mean, first week of the year, he played the Bengals defense, and Bengals defense really isn't very
Can't stop
good
a nosebleed.
Yeah, they're not very good against the run. So
I think you should trade away Isaiah Likely. I know he had a good week, but I think you should trade him away because Mark Andrews is coming back.
Yeah, I disagree with that, though, because he's not really – what are you going to get from trading away him? No one really wants him. Like, yeah, he had a good week, but he's going to stay an important part of their offense. I just don't really think you can get much if you trade him away.
Yeah, I mean, somebody who I think people should trade for is Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, for sure.
He's obviously their wide receiver 1 as a rookie.
Now, see, if we made this video week 1, I would have also been telling you that. Same thing with him. And Malik Neighbors. Should have traded for them during week 1 before they had big games. Now they both have, but I still think they'll both do really good this season. And then Rashad White, I think you trade him away. His running backs are like Bucky Irving, rookie. He's really good. And then he's not very productive. Off or on ball, he doesn't get that much yards per carry, so that's just going to be tough for him. And lastly, Jerome Ford. I know it's going to hurt your feelings, Gavin.
Yeah.
I think you got to trade away him.
I mean,
especially with Nick Chubb coming back.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, hopefully Nick Chubb is Nick Chubb when he comes back, but if he is, Jerome Ford's not going to get very many carries if Nick Chubb is Nick Chubb.
Yeah, I think you should trade for DJ Moore just because their offense started off so bad both weeks. But they have Caleb Williams. He's a good quarterback. He'll do better. And then lastly, I would say Brandon Ayuk. He'll do better.
Yeah. I mean, he had a lot of drama in the offseason.
It was a lackluster game.
Yeah.
But he'll do fine. And then lastly, I just wanted to point out what you would do for waiver wire. I personally think the best play would be to get some Rams wide receivers. They've lost everyone. Their tight end, Colby Parkinson, I had him this week. He kind of sucks. He did literally nothing. Got like 1 target for a catch. But I think getting any Rams wide receiver off of the waiver wire is a great play.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
I mean, to add on what you were saying, Tutu Atwell, I mean, he's not really a great wide receiver, but with the other 2 wide receivers,
they need him.
Yeah. I mean, I'd pick him up if I were you for like maybe until they come back, just because I think he'll get a little bit more production.
Yeah, for sure. All right, that'll conclude this week, and we'll see you next time.